It's a frustrating map one, outslaying their opponents by 20 kills. But a lot of people saying 100 Thieves, they play so strategically on that map that they can get away with their lacking, or at hardpoint, sorry, that they can get away with their lack of slaying power at times. Revan, heading into this one, though, search and destroy between these two teams. Who do you think Infection S&D favors?
I honestly don't know. Both teams have showed really good search and destroy gameplay from what we've seen, but off the bat, two go down for 100 Thieves. Johnny and Example is both falling. Now, one thing that did make it through the bans and protects was the Shiva. Curious to see if that gets brought out here. Nelson, though, the last one alive in 1v3, just like that. Round one goes in favor of Cloud9.
So you normally love that sight on B, where you have a player sitting, he bounces back and forth, he's just a nuisance, but you really can't play it when you're all by yourself, right? Here in the 1v3, not going to happen. Llama cleans it up, making it look easy. That's a 3-0 round from him, already very close to earning himself a score streak just after that first round. Nice offensive win there for Cloud9.
I think that spot is most beneficial when you don't have anybody on your B street. You're just holding the bomb, you're holding that close angle. Maybe you have somebody here near the back barrels just watching the overextension all the way through B street, and everybody else with a heavy presence on middle map, so you don't have to worry about your B stairs.
One thing I want to point out, Happy currently not using fast hands on his perk 2, just going with perk 1 and perk 3 greed. Happy trying to stay alive right now, does get taken down by Nelson. It's a beautifully executed push by 100 Thieves, so both teams right now seeming a little bit more comfortable on offense.
And just like Mr. X and maybe we're just talking about, we saw so many different strategies from this 100 Thieves squads that we haven't seen from some of the pro teams. Here they do a middle push to the A bomb site, they execute it perfectly. All of a sudden it's all down to Llama, and if you're Llama here, you're 50 points away from your H60. Well, you just earned it, you have good progression towards the dart. Do you maybe back up and try to stay alive and potentially have a chance to earn some of these later score streaks?
Well, now he's going to have to, as he's been tagged up by those B stairs. Nelson tries to chase him down in the graveyard. They'll just continue to wait things out right now. Llama knows, hey, might as well stay on my streak. That's exactly looking like how he's going to play it. Someone hitting that high outer wall run outside that broken area. He'll get punished for it. 1-1, 2-0 right now for the offensive teams.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, really well executed push from the 100 Thieves squad. And, well, these are just royalty things, right? Just going on the high wall run, spots him, snaps right onto him, finishes the kill. And like you're saying, both teams so far winning their offensive rounds. Now, one thing that did get banned out, well, two things, Overkill, SVG. Havoc has been a player to bring out the sniper rifle from time to time. Do you think we'll see like a PO6 or a Locust from him?
With how these two teams started off that first round, it wouldn't surprise me if it was mainly for something to catch our opponents off guard. Yeah. Right now, it seems like both these teams on offense want to get aggressive, right? You saw it from both teams. How will they do it this time around? Mochilla already just outside that top island rock. He'll be the first player to try to put some shots in. Who's that playing the B site currently? Examples is now going to be filling that role that Nelson did last round. Looks like they're going to try to collapse in. Nice job by Examples to peek on out. Happy does win the engagement versus Royalty up top. It's now a 3-on-3 scenario. Beautiful nade from Johnny to put the number advantage over to 100 Thieves.
Oh, Havoc, he could flank around behind all three players, but Happy, he gets isolated on the cliff, and just like that, it's all up to Havoc in a 1v3.
They still don't really have an idea that, okay, now they just turned around, gets caught mantling. Johnny takes him down. Johnny with what, 2 kills that round? Gets that first nade as well. Beautiful job by 100 Thieves to hold off the Cloud9 push.
And just like we saw from them in the hard point, the same thing applies here in the Search and Destroy. This 100 Thieves squad, they are always playing together. Even that setup they had there. 2 players on B Street, 1 on the B bomb, 1 on the B staircase. They could easily rotate over and help out the guys on B Street, which is exactly what happened. So it's kind of like how you have to approach facing this team is like, well, if there's one person, chances are there are more around him.
Well, I'll 100% tell you right now, Examples made that round win possible. He flew out from the B site because he knew his teammates were going to peek from top rock and from that main Snow Street area. So when he flew out, they were already trying to put shots at his teammate. He baited his teammate out, got that first kill, and then they closed it on out. But as I say that, now it's Cloud9 on defense holding. They perfectly call the play from 100 Thieves. They sent 4 people mid, and it's over just like that with Happy's 2-piece.
You said it perfect, man. It was like a perfect blind counter on the side of Cloud9. They pushed right through the middle map. Look at all this positioning they had to work with. And you saw it from the perspective of 100 Thieves, right? One player was like worried about the guy top church. There's another one near the tank, another one on the B staircase, all getting a crossfire there near the middle of the map.
Thoughts on Happy not using fast hands here?
I don't mind it. I mean, let's take a look at his loadout exactly. So no fast hands. He has the... Now he puts on a frag grenade. I don't mind it whatsoever. I mean, if you're going to be playing slow, like just pre-aimed most of the time, I don't mind it at all.
Okay. We'll see.
I mean, we've seen Blindfire do the exact same thing, not run fast hands.
We'll see how it winds up paying off as time goes on. Nice tactical use right there. Stuns 2 players right outside that front tank. Gives him, alongside his teammate, the opportunity to push right up. That's going to be Havoc and Llama. playing those B stairs. 100 Thieves have completely forfeited the B bomb site, wondering how long it takes Cloud9 to pick up on that as Llama strikes first blood.
Yeah, Llama 5-2 without fast hand, so something must be working. As he's working, he's actually right behind Havoc. These guys are literally right on top of each other. Happy finish gets another kill there on Nelson, so early 2 kills. Right? Coming from Llama, yeah, he has the HCXD. I believe he earned that, well, that was Llama with the HCXD. Now it's going to be Happy with one as well. Sorry about that. But Happy does wind up falling, so no further progression for him, as it's going to be up to Johnny and Royalty on the side of 100 Thieves.
Looks like they're going to try to fool some players with that Psychosis bot. It works out perfectly. It lets him get out that B-stairs door.
Nice.
That is an example, folks, of how to use Psychosis. Royalty gets it done, and it's down to a one-on-one scenario. Mochilla versus Royalty, the match I said to watch out for throughout this entire series. Mochilla's going to peek right around this corner. He spots Royalty and gets the kill, giving Cloud9 the advantage. Nice job by Mochilla to chase down the kill and punish Royalty for his passive play.
And that's funny because wasn't it yesterday that Mochilla got punished for not checking one of his corners now, and then he kind of rectified that mistake a little bit later in that matchup, and here we see it coming into effect here. Mochilla really good at those 1-in-1 fights in Search and Destroy.
I'll tell you right now though, Royalty almost made that round win possible with his Psychosis play. He faked being a bot, ran out the front door. The opposing player turned around saying, you know, those are just clones. There's no way they do that. Royalty gets one, then challenges a second on the front tank, gets that kill as well to make it a one-on-one scenario. Unfortunately, though, not able to close out the round. Again, another defensive strategy where they're very mid-focused. This is what Optic Gaming did against Rise Nation in Game 7, Round 11 at Stage 1 Finals.
Well, Nelson just slides right into the bomb site. Nobody here on the side of Cloud9. He might find first blood, and yes, he does. He takes down Happy now. He might stretch the bomb plant here as Nate's flying to give him some cover. He's got teammates set up behind him. They have the man advantage. It's going to be the HCXD coming in. Ooh. Fortunately, Nelson does have Flak Jacket, but he does get traded out after. However, Johnny's there to clean up the kill on the Havoc.
Nades so far between these two teams have been on point throughout the series. Johnny and Llama continuing to get it done. Now it's Royalty's turn to go pick up this objective. Not going to be punished, though, for planting this bomb. As you can see, both green arrows of Cloud9 have rotated all the way back to their spawn. Are they nervous that they were getting flanked right there by examples, Revin?
Maybe they thought that somebody was going to push through the snow sheet, and they're going to meet him here. Mochilli's able to trade out his life. Here comes Zami. He does clean up the second kill as well, but I think the thought process between Cloud9 and that specific scenario is like, hey, let's just group up, let's fight this 2-on-2, or at least maybe we could catch somebody out of position. And fortunately, Mochilla traded his life right there. If he's unable to pick up one kill, I'm not sure if Cloud9 win this round.
It kind of works out perfectly for him, right? They rotate all the way back to their spawn. It just so happens that the play call from 100 Thieves was to push through to Cloud9's base. They caught him at the right time. Here's another look again of how Llama got this one done. Tagged up the one player to help his teammate out, and then finished off the final kill on examples to give Cloud9 the 2-round lead. So that's two, I guess you could basically say, one-on-one scenarios that have had.
This has been a very close game so far. There have only been like 1 or 2 rounds that have been like a complete blowout, but both teams clearly know what they're doing in Search and Destroy. Now it's going to be Mochilla. Curious to see that he uses overdrive with the assault rifle, so he's going to be moving at a little bit of a slower pace, but it doesn't matter in the end, right? His teammates are right behind him to trade it out, and nobody from 100 Thieves is going to be playing on the B Street.
Again, it's a forfeit of the B-bomb site.
Free kill glitched. If you would have shot with that M8.
What did he think? What was that right there? Mochilla decides to pocket the M8. Cloud9 with the number advantage. They need to hold off for just 20 seconds. Can they get it done? Llama holding this angle. He winds up charging on and gets it.
He gets that kill. The thought process maybe behind that was, I think he was going to slide in with the L card. Maybe wasn't expecting for somebody to be watching the B stairs from inside the B site. But they have the HCXD. They clear out the way. Llama's going to go ahead and get the plant. He also has Vision Pulse to use here.
I love this setup from Cloud9. They know this is a massive swing round to put them up 5-2.
No flak jacket
still. HG as well. Royalty gets punished for no flak jacket, as you mentioned, and it's now a 4-on-3 scenario. Cloud9 with the number advantage. They need to hold off for just 20 seconds. Can they get it done? Llama holding this angle. He winds up charging on and gets a kill as well. Johnny left in the 1-on-4. This is a round win for Cloud9.
I was about to say this would be a great situation to use something like Vision Pulse just to get the exact idea of where these guys are going to be pushing from, especially with 10 seconds remaining. There's no way Johnny will be able to get this done. Just going to look to see if he could get any exit kills, maybe work his way up towards the lightning strike. And in fact, take a look at his streaks. He's still using a Cerberus. No HCXD from him, so maybe he forgot to change up his streaks going into this map.
Welcome to the COD World League, Johnny. Forgetting to switch streaks between games.
It's a small mistake, but definitely something that could help out in a round.
Yeah, most certainly can. I mean, we've seen, you mentioned how close this game was, and HC could make all the difference for your team in a round like this.
Look at this kill from Llama. I don't think he should have got that.
Whew, man. He was thanking the COD gods after that one went in his favor. Cloud9 now 1 round away from tying up this game, or the series, sorry, 1-1, and handing 100 Thieves their first S&D loss of Stage 2.
That is true. Now, Johnny, he's got camo to work with. I think he has to use it in this round, but how is he going to use it? Maybe to lead up B Street, maybe to enter into the B bomb site. A lot of different ways, but what we've been seeing from Cloud9 so far has been a lot of middle presence on their defensive rounds.
Psychosis now being popped near middle map. Not going to spot a player with it as of yet. Someone has gotten to that B side. This is going to be Nelson again, playing this close corner area. Just trying to tag up players. Last time around he did this, he got first blood. They weren't able to convert the round. Now he'll peek forward, and that's another questionable decision right now from 100 Thieves.
Yeah, no flak jacket still on the side of Examples. The dart takes him out. Royalty does find a trade kill onto Happy, and Johnny still has camo.
He's not going to get the shots on it. He's still trying to stay alive. Dodges a dart, but beautiful job from Mochilla to push that one out and punish him. When he's having to focus on that score streak, it's Royalty left in the 1-on-3. He's got players pitching from just behind him. Mochilla wins the engagement, and Cloud9 tie up the series 1-1 and show, hey, 103 Thieves, everyone talks about your S&D gameplay, but you're definitely beatable in it. The man of war getting the job done.
And it's not like they played that search and destroy bad, right? Maybe you could question some of their class loadouts, you know, with their score streaks, as well as not using a lot of flak jacket. But now, are you worried for 100 Thieves going into these next two maps?
Well, this is where it can get very, very interesting. It's kind of that scenario we mentioned about with the likes of an Optic Gaming or something along those lines where, hey, if you sneak a respawn off them, you get 2 S&D wins, boom. That's kind of your success of beating a team like OG. When you think of a team like 100 Thieves, you win an S&D, then you take games 3 and 4. There's your ticket to victory for your squad. If I'm a 100 Thieves fan right now, I'm a little bit worried heading into these next two games.
And this is going to give us a good idea. This might set the tone for this team going into the future of the league.
Yep.
Kind of like how I was talking about, we haven't seen too big of a sample size for these game modes for 100 Thieves specifically. So
definitely,
we'll see maybe if they went back into theater last night in some of their games and kind of dissected their gameplay, seen some of the mistakes that they made, and hopefully they were able